Yeah, I'd like to take a moment of silence and think about China and be hoping that they're okay out there and that our thoughts are with you. So yeah, I'll take a moment of silence. Recover soon, China. Yeah, recover soon. Merry Christmas to everybody here in the United States, to your families, and to all your loved ones around the world who who can see eye to eye with this holiday, who quite frankly, are on point with it. Yeah, Merry Christmas to every one of you out there in the world. I want to take some time to talk about my mother. See, I got a pretty cool mom. Never really had a dad, so I don't know what a dad's like really to have. But I know about a miracle of a mother that's been through so much that I can't even begin to start to pinpoint all the goodness that I've witnessed from her. My grandmother. I was raised by predominantly three women: my mother, my grandmother, and my sister, in any order. So yeah, I got a very, very, very beautiful mom, man. She does so much for me, for her friends, for the community. Uh, she just wants the best for everyone, and she doesn't really want to take any credit. She likes her peace of mind. Like she always says, her corner of the bed. And you know, but to have a good mother, I think everyone should say something about their mother. You don't need to say it around Mother's Day. Say it every day, because you never know, what tomorrow may hold. Anyone can be gone tomorrow from anyone's life at any point. Me, you, anyone, from anywhere. Life is sporadic like that. So always let them know how much you love them, how much you care about them, and what they mean to you. Honestly, I will give up my life in a minute for my mother. That's what she means to me. She wouldn't even have to ask me twice, and as quickly as she can say it, it's done. And I think I'm more of a good son than I am a nuisance. And everything that I am, I owe it to her. Everything that I ever will be, I owe it to her and my grandmother. Yeah. So, just because you never had a dad, look around and see who you did have, because a father is not a dad. A father is someone who can fatten your mind so that you can go out into a world and be creative and produce, find your way. I think a female eagle, the lady eagle, the queen eagle, probably does a little more than the father does, by way of knowing when, her young is ready for that world. And, they pay attention to detail. And behind every strong man, there's a strong woman. Make no mistake about that. Behind every strong man, there is a strong woman. Kind of weird like that, but yeah. So anyway, yeah, she's she has a shop down there on 3rd Street, Memphis, Tennessee, 3833 South 3rd Street, and she sells her products. She sells these holistic products. Her and my uncle, they got a good thing going, because all they want to do is just heal, a world that is paying too much, first of all, for healing, but to just take care of people and show them that no matter how dark your mind can get, so long as you have a spark of light, then that's all it takes to ignite, that furnace up there, that lantern up there, that lamp up there, and basically how to use your your lantern, your oil, how to spend your oil. Be very careful how you spend your oil. But to look out for people, to always just want to help people, even if that means sometimes you can't help yourself, those are qualities that you don't find that often. You don't find those qualities in people that often when they're willing to, like, throw down, their jacket so you could walk over a puddle, like LL would say. Throw down your jacket. Throw down whatever you got. Allow someone to just walk over you, and cross over into a better state of mind. I got a hell of a mom, man, and, I'm proud of her. I'm really proud. And I want the world to get to know who she is. If you've heard of Dr. Sebi, the great holistic healer, this is his only sister. And believe me, the apple didn't fall too far from the tree. Trust me. So, other than, getting to know him is one thing, but getting to know her, trust me, it's a beautiful thing to be afforded that privilege. So I feel like I'm privileged just because I was very close to that tree. Family, it's about family, man. It's about family. And if we can't get along, then at least we can respect each other. And why not? I wouldn't want to see no one messing with my family like you wouldn't want to see no one messing with your family, because it's special, man. I'm very careful about how I talk to people, just based on the fact that you're talking to someone's family when you talk to the individual itself. So I'm very, very careful, and I don't want no one to just abuse me or my family. It's not going to happen. Because to abuse me, you abuse them, and it's not going to happen. So anyway, I want to take a little time to read a poem that kind of reminds me a lot about seizing the moment, because all the sacrifices that she's made, to me, she seized a lot of moments, and she just doesn't, she doesn't understand the quality, I think, of who she really is. And it's Christmas Day, so why not today? I know she's my gift. She's always been my gift, and I just want to share her with the world. I talked a lot about my uncle, but now it's time for me to talk about my queen, my foundation. Yeah. So this poem right here, Seize the Moment. Pardon me, I just woke up. Seize the Moment goes like this. All we really have is the moment. Every breath that we aspire should be as electrically charged as the air we vibrantly breathe. Inhale, exhale. That repetition should be the equivalent of an oscillating oceanic wave, and as magnificent as sleek silk. And yes, though our solar system and galaxy are rapidly traversing through space, our planet still continues rotating on her axis at 1,037 1/3 miles per hour, steady as she goes. Elegantly maintained and completely balanced. Along with all her talents, she intricately aspires to embrace the moment. Some of us have surrendered ourselves to the past, and so many others are polarized in a future that can only be vaguely envisioned. For many journey there, and oftentimes are overpowered and submerged in a mind-made vortex of bleak uncertainty. Countless locked doors and so many misplaced keys. Come in from the dark and step into your brilliancy. For we are heir and a parent of illustrious stars, and only by focusing on the moment will we be able to see the light at the end of the tunnel. We all have been given a prize. We are gatekeepers and beneficiaries of the endlessly expansive drift. We are what you call forever, 7 billion brains, but one universal mind. In order for us to regulate the forces of nature and the cosmos, we without a doubt have to be able to seize the moment. We have to harmonize with the present and fuse ourselves to each and every memorable second. It is all that we have. Mom, it's all that we have. And it is what gives us substance. See life, feel life, live life, and be likened to a seed that brings forth magic, likened to a seed that brings forth a rose, likened to a seed that we can build around and manifest. For surely to live in the moment should be each and everyone's quest. And family truly is golden. Family truly is love. So, no matter what you feel, how you feel about family sometimes, if you're angry, don't ever unleash, words, bombs, because words can be used like bombs. And when you plant these words into the mind, they can explode and create destruction like you've never seen. The mind is very complex, and if we don't know how to deal with that terrain, well, let's not drop bombs on it, because quite frankly, we don't know how to make bombs. So if we're making these mental bombs, we don't know the gravity and the pressure by which the explosion can give way, because we don't know how words and numbers and letters and whatnot, we don't know what kind of fusion reaction they can produce, or what kind of, like I said, atomic explosion they can produce. But they produce explosions. So be very careful when you go talking about someone, especially your mother, your father, your daughter, your kids, anybody. We shouldn't talk about each other. The reason why I don't like talking about people, let me tell you why. I told my mom this morning that if we have more light, which we don't, we have a little bit of light. And there's a lot of darkness around us, right? But do you see what little bit of light? It just takes a little bit of light to hold off all this darkness. Darkness is mass and it's powerful. And dark hole, black holes, dark holes, black holes, they're very powerful too. And they're created out of compressed darkness. And they can consume a lot. But if you have light in you, use your light, because it takes a little bit of light to ward off darkness. And you can do much more with vinegar. No, you can do much more with sugar than you can with vinegar. You can do much more with sugar than you ever can with vinegar. I love you, Mom. I love my family. Emily, Henry, Lieutenant, Jamarcus, Shanae. I love them all. Every one of them that I can tell. I love them. I don't have a reason not to love my family. And just because we don't get along, it's even a better reason why you love them. Because you just love them. Because you'd be surprised what they'll do for you, even though sometimes you can't see eye to eye. Peace out. Merry Christmas. Check out her website, herbsfromnature.us. herbsfromnature.us. And she has quite a bit of herbs there, and those herbs do amazing things. Look at me. I can tell you some stories, but, herbsfromnature.us. Her phone number, business number, 901-789-4844. Her cell number, 901-237-9777. Get to know Dr. Sebi's sister, because she really is the bomb. That's my mom, and she is maxed out for real. She's with the business, and she just wants to help the world, man, that's out of touch. And that's all I can say. And in position to do just that. herbsfromnature.us. herbsfromnature.us. 901-789-4844. Peace out. Love you. Love you, Queen.